Hi, how you doing? I'm going to be deviating from my normal top 10s, top 3s, top 5s format in this video to concentrate on one topic and one topic only, and that's going to be that of Robert Catesby. I intend to do some of my videos, which will be just concentrating on one topic, as I think that you can cover more in depth without resorting to a list or top 10, top 3 format. So this first video is going to be about Robert Catesby, and I've chosen him because the 5th of November is just a few days away. It's bonfire night here in the UK. And when we think of the 5th of November on bonfire night, we invariably think of Guy Fawkes. And we actually call it Guy Fawkes Day. But Robert Catesby was the brains behind the plot, although he often gets left out of the histories, where, well, not the history as such, but when people think about November the 5th, they don't tend to think of Robert Catesby. They tend to just think of Guy Fawkes. So this video is going to be about Robert Catesby, and I hope you find it informative. And please leave some comments at the end and subscribe if you do like the video. So, without further ado, here is some information on Robert Catesby. Catesby was born in 1573 to a wealthy Catholic landowning family from Warwickshire. Robert Catesby, also known as Robin, was the only surviving son of Sir William Catesby and Anne Throckmorton. The Catesby family were highly respected and well established. However, their Catholic faith meant that they were in constant conflict with England's Protestant establishment. Robert's father was subjected to crippling fines and frequent imprisonments, and it is not surprising then that the young Catesby adopted an anti-Protestant stance from a relatively young age. It is believed that Robert studied for a time at a Jesuit seminary in Douai, where he was taught theology and classical languages. He also attended Oxford University, but his refusal to take the oath of supremacy, which declared Elizabeth I to be supreme head of the Church in England, meant that he left without gaining a degree. His marriage to Kathleen Lee in 1593 was a significant departure from Catesby's vehemently Catholic stance. Catherine was a Protestant from a well-connected family. The marriage was a happy one, with Catherine bearing Catesby two sons, one of whom died in infancy. Although Robert continued the traditions of his family, his wife's Protestantism shielded him from the full force of the laws which had so troubled his father. The year 1598 was momentous for Catesby. His father died, leaving his considerable fortune to his son. The same year also saw the death of his wife, a loss which was to profoundly affect Catesby and influence his future direction. Grief-stricken, Catesby once more wholeheartedly embraced his faith, and from that point on devoted his life to the Catholic cause. When James I of England succeeded Elizabeth in 1603, Catholics were hopeful that the new king would be more sympathetic to their plight. When this hope proved to be futile, Robert Catesby decided it was time for action. On the 20th of May 1604, he gathered together a group of cousins and close friends for a meeting in London. It was at this meeting that Catesby unveiled his plan to use large amounts of gunpowder to blow up the Palace of Westminster. The attack would mean certain death for the new king, members of the royal family, and the sitting government. In the chaos which would inevitably follow, Catesby hoped that the oppressed Catholic nobility would stage an uprising and seize the reins of power from the Protestant establishment. The date was set for the 5th of November, 1605, the official opening of Parliament. Over the course of the next year, Catesby's attack was meticulously planned, but it wasn't to be. Late in the night of the 4th of November, the plot was uncovered. When news of the plot's failure reached Catesby, he fled to the country with some of his fellow conspirators. Over the next couple of days, Catesby and his men rode into the Midlands, relentlessly pursued by the authorities. On the 7th of November, the group reached Holbeach House in Staffordshire, where their luck finally ran out. A group of around 200 government forces descended on their hiding place, and a brief gunfight ensued. All of the conspirators were injured, and Catesby was no exception. His wounds, however, proved fatal. Before he died, Robert Catesby managed to escape the fracas into the house, where he found a picture of the Virgin Mary. He died on the 8th of November with it in his arms, utterly devoted to his faith to the bitter end. Well, I hope you found that video interesting. And if you did, please leave some comments for me in the section below. And remember to subscribe. And perhaps we should be thinking of the 5th of November as Robert Catesby night rather than Guy Fawkes night. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. And take care. Bye.